now my third time trying to film this video, so hopefully the universe doesn't hate my today and lets me have this moment. So before I go forward, a couple of things are going to go wrong in this video, and I'm just going to go ahead and just have them as a disclaimer right now. The audio is not going to be as crisp as it usually is. One of the reasons I'm having to redo this video is because the last time I filmed this video, I filmed it with my mic, and then when I plugged in the footage, I realized that there was so much feedback from the mic. And after some intense investigation on my part, I realized the reason the audio was messed up is because my cat decided it would be a great idea to just chew through my audio mic wire, and yeah, so it sounded really messed up. I'm gonna give you guys an example. It's a great time. And 3, 2, 1, let's hear it. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're not new, then of course welcome back to my channel. So guys, for today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. Yeah, so that was the audio throughout the whole video the last time. So I don't have a mic right now, and I'm waiting for my cable to come in. You guys probably don't care. We're going to get started with the video anyways. If you hear any little twitching, it's because the autofocus on this camera is very loud, and without my external mic to help me out, you guys might hear a little bit of autofocus twitching here and there. Guys, I'm trying my best, but it just seems like all odds are against me when it comes to technology these days. We're gonna just push past it. We're just gonna declare this the video that actually gets to get published. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is actually priming my eyelids. To prime my eyelids today, I'm going to be trying out, oh my god, I'm super gassy, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place concealer to prime my eyelids. This is the I Am Magic concealer in the shade number 18. I did try this for the first time that I attempted this video, so this is now my third time trying out this product, but this is actually a really good concealer. Very large and in charge. It has this jumbo doe foot applicator. The product itself is very generous. It gives you 0.34 fluid ounces of product, which is a good amount for a concealer. And it's just a really nice product. If you do not know, Juvia's Place is a Black owned brand. I have been an avid supporter for Juvia's Place. I love their brand. I love what they stand for. One of the things I love most about their brand is they are very intentional about having a lot of African references throughout their brand. You see it in some of their packaging. You see it in the names that they give, like the shadows in their palettes and stuff like that. Juvia's Place is just a great brand to support in general. So they recently launched, and by recently I mean within the past year, they've launched some face items, and this concealer is one of them. I usually prime my eyelids with concealer. I don't actually usually, very seldomly do I go in with a primer. I just feel like it's a redundant step for me because concealer usually does the trick. So now to go in and set the concealer, I'm actually going to use this palette today. This is by Ace Beauty, and Ace Beauty is also a Black owned brand. I found this little blurb on Google here, which I'm going to read. It says Ace Beauty was launched by Nie Atang in 2016 with an initial focus on lashes, but has since branched out into offering eyeshadows, brushes, and false nails. So they are like a smaller type of Black owned brand, but this palette right here I love. I think I've had it for about a year, and it's really pigmented. It's a great palette. I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Patchouli. It's just kind of like a buttery, creamy shade, and I'm just going to put this all over my eyelids just to set this concealer so that there isn't any skipping with my eyeshadows and everything kind of blends seamlessly. Before I continue, I'm going to lay down some tape just so that I have a more crisp edge. I do want it to be a very controlled type of makeup look. I don't want it to get too out of whack. I don't want these shadows to be kind of all diffused everywhere. For that reason, I am just lining up some tape on my edge. I line it up from the edge of my eye to the edge of my eyebrow. Blending brush, I'm going to grab this shade right here, which is called Cinnamon. It's definitely like a chocolatey brown, and I'm just going to put this on my outer corner and bring it in. Bring a more gradient type of eye. So I'm definitely focusing this kind of shade more on the outer corner and bringing whatever's left on my brush in. I hate that I say windshield wiper motions, but like, it is windshield wiper motions. Every time I'm editing this and I hear myself say, okay, now you're gonna go back and forth in windshield wiper motions, I always feel like punching myself in the face. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of this concealer and I'm going to cut my crease with it. You don't have to do this step, but the reason that I like to do it is because I do feel like it does offer a lot more cleanliness, and it just makes the look a lot more crisp. And personally, as somebody with hooded eyes, I just don't have a whole lot of lid space to work with. So sometimes by cutting this area right here with concealer, I definitely can manipulate the size of my lid. Oh, before I keep going, I'm using actually the Allis Cosmetics brushes. And Allis Cosmetics is definitely a very proud Latina owned brand. So I wanted to give them a little shout out because I do love their products as well. This shade right here, which is called Jasmine, this one will go in the inner third over top of that concealer. I love this beautiful little champagne shade, and really it needs no help. You don't need to add water, you don't need Fix Plus. This is super pigmented on its own. So once that champagne is on, I'm taking this brush which had the brown, and I'm just gonna kind of blend all harsh edges. I'm skipping liner, but I am going to do a kind of smoky, soft shadow liner. This liner brush from Allis Cosmetics, and I'm going to take the Juvia's Place Warrior palette. I love this palette. It's one of my favorites from them. It's definitely a warm tone lover's dream. I'm taking this shade right here, which is called Mino. It's definitely a very deep brown. It's not black, definitely a deep, deep, deep brown. With the help of the tape to just create that faux wing. I feel like this palette would be perfect if they had a black or like a deeper brown than this one, but since they don't, that's why I'm taking the Juvia's Place one. Alright guys, so for lashes, I'm really excited. I'm going to be wearing these from my good friend Drea. She's one of my dearest Instagram friends, and she actually just launched her own company. It's called Drea Lashes. She is a lash company out in the Bay Area of California. She is a proud Mexicana, so obviously she's Latina. So of course I wanted to support her and show her brand support. She has these beautiful lashes. She has a couple other styles, but the one that I have is in CEO period with the T. Okay, you gotta give it that sass. You can't just say CEO period. You gotta say CEO period. One thing that I was telling her is I'm really particular about my lashes because as somebody with small hooded eyes, I have to be very particular and have to be very selective on what kind of lash I wear because it doesn't take much for a lash to immediately cover up my eye, be too dense, and be too much and too heavy for my eye. So one thing that I love about these is the fact that yes, they look like they have a lot of volume, that yes, they look like heavy lashes, but they don't feel like it and they also don't look like it. They're really wispy once you put them on. They have that like separated effect where you can still see through and see the makeup that's going on, which is very important for me. They're very soft, very comfortable because I had them on for hours the first time and no issues at all. Very, very lightweight lashes, and they definitely complement your eyes to a T. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on my eyes really quick. I usually can't talk too much when I do this step because it's hard for me to focus on the camera and on not, taking my eyeball out when I'm putting a lash on. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on and I'll be right back. Feeling real brand new right now. So now I'm going to move on to the face. And I'm going to be using this stick foundation by Juvia's Place in the shade Nepal. I used this the other day and I was shook at the coverage. I loved the way my skin felt. The coverage I had, it was seriously amazing. I'm just going to blend this out. Did I say this was by Juvia's Place? This is by Juvia's Place if I didn't say that. Ignore this pimple, by the way, you guys. I'm telling you guys, I just cannot be great these days. I can't. And I'm using that Juvia's Place concealer under my eyes too. To bronze up my face, I'm actually going to be using this pressed powder from Black Radiance. If you have not ever tried Black Radiance, this is a pharmacy brand. You can find them at Walgreens, you can find them at CVS. I think you can even probably find them at Walmart as well. So for blush, I am using the Allis Cosmetics Colorete Trio. This is the medium tan one. And this brings the shade Seclusion, Isla, and Toasted. A little bit of a blurb about Allis Cosmetics. It was founded in 2017 by Gabriela Trujillo, named the company after her birthplace, Alamar, a small barrio in Havana, Cuba. The brand is Latina owned and operated. So, wanted to show some love. Absolutely love this little blush trio. I use it all the time on my channel. and I also love the palettes from the brand as well. For lips, I'm going to be taking Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. You guys know Fenty Beauty is a cosmetics brand that was launched in 2017 by Rihanna. It is a proud Black-owned brand, and it is huge. We love Fenty Beauty. We love the lip gloss. It's popping. It's definitely my favorite lip gloss, period. Like, I always run back to this. And this, you guys, is the finished look. I'm gonna go fix my hair because it's looking real crusty dusty, and we will be right back. Alright guys, and that is gonna complete this champagne soft glam, smoky but not really, I don't know, y'all, I don't know what I'm calling it. I just know I love this look. I know I'm trying to go somewhere right now. I will continue to do these as I try out other Black owned and Latino brands. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and of course, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I would love to have you join my family, join my little tribe. You guys hit 3K the other week, and I'm so blessed, so thankful. Thank you guys so much for supporting my journey, for being here, for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. Thank you guys for supporting my journey. I appreciate you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.